Tim just triggered a memory. Once we took a station trip to Cancun, Mexico, and the walls of the hotel had tequila like in them, like you could.
They had taps.
Yes.
Every hotel room, Biggie, had a tap in the wall of tequila.
That's dangerous,
isn't it? I mean,
I did a shot every night before dinner.
I didn't touch it. I said nobody touched it. I told, don't you dare. We can't. I didn't even touch it. I couldn't believe they. I mean, it was like a
brilliant, but dangerous.
You called me a chicken. I mean,
is that resort still open?
Yeah, I think somebody died there like in the last 6 months. I read something. The name was in the headlines for something.
Yeah.
I think we know why.
Tequila in the walls.
Yeah.
They had tequila in every wall. We had a colleague, a dear friend. I was standing down at the pool. We were both there. And somebody said, look at there. And we looked up, and there she was.
11 stories, 12 stories up.
On this little ledge.
And it went around. It was a terrible building design. Terrible building.
My feet are hurting now. I mean, I'm getting the tingles now thinking about it.
It was like a 4-foot ledge, 12 floors up that's encircled the building.
I mean, it wasn't like she was hanging off like Spider-Man or something, but
she could walk around the perimeter of the building.
Oh, my God. And she was 11 or 12 stories up. And I turned to Chris Tibbett and said, I have to fly home. I cannot be a part of this.
What was she doing just to do it?
Went from her room to
somebody
some friends'
else's
rooms.
And somebody there with us said, look at there. And we looked up, and that was it. That was when Goat Boy, your predecessor, tried to have Dave Aiken, our former colleague, mule drugs back for him.
Yeah, I wasn't on that trip.
Yeah, that's right. We had to fill out on the bus to the airport. They said, now, senors, make sure you fill out your customs forms.
And he was trying to get drugs, something.
Well, we've heard his list of many of the drugs he was on.
That's right.
So I guarantee you he bought them much cheaper down in Mexico.
We're standing in line there at customs, and Goat Boy all of a sudden says, Dave, you want to wear my jacket?
No, I don't.
He'd throw the jacket away.
It's not like it's lined with Adderall or anything. Well, it's clearly lined with Adderall.
Dave smartly refused to put on Goat Boy's jacket.
You can say a lot of things, but you can't say international drug trafficking.
No, you really shouldn't do that. Speaking of which, yesterday, old Barry up in HR.
Yes.
He'll tell a good story from that.
Yeah.
Now, he'll tell a colorful story. I had actually heard this before, but yesterday he brought things to a halt. I almost tried to rescue him. I didn't know what to say. We go to the same gym, okay?
Okay.
And both of us get...
So this is in our workplace or at the gym?
At the gym.
Okay.
And we get there, he and I like to get there 15 minutes before the class, stretch, talk, do our arm circles.
Oogle the girls in their tight clothes.
Talk about which hotties will be there today.
All right, so we're usually...
What you gonna do, what he ain't gonna damn do.
He'll say...
He's got a list of things he will not do.
I love that.
He will come in and say, I ain't getting down on the floor and doing that.
Mary doesn't stretch post-workout.
Nope, he does not.
And he doesn't do X number of things on the floor.
He'll say, well...
If we could all get in downward dog, I will not...
He'll say,
I'll be over here with the dumbbells.
I'll just do some curls. That's Barry's thing. And that, they let him do that. But generally...
And his arms look great.
Yeah, he's got great arms. He looks a lot better, I think.
Changed person.
He's in
Changed person since he started working here.
He's in good shape. I saved $20 a month on my membership by introducing Barry to the gym. That's how I got him in there. If you bring a friend, at that time, there was a promotion. Bring a friend. If they join, you get $20 off.
It could have been you, Biggie.
Well, you tried for years.
Could have been you.
I wanted you in
And
there.
even still, sometimes as I limp by your office to get home, you go, come burn with me.
Dragging that dead leg behind you.
What am I going to burn?
So Barry joined, and to my delight, loves it. I mean, he goes now 3 or 4 times a week with me. And so we get in there, like I said, 15 minutes early, just to check the surroundings and make sure, get my favorite treadmill. I like a particular treadmill. That's right. I like
Perfectly normal.
early enough to secure my treadmill. So yesterday, it starts to fill up, and there's about 5 minutes before class. Well, now there's 20 people in the lobby. And a lot of times we'll just sit and chat and whatever. And so one of the women there is from California originally and just moved here a couple of years ago. So somebody said, what part of California are you from, and do you miss it, and that kind of thing? She said, well, I miss some things about it. The traffic is really bad, so I don't miss that. And I lived in Southern California. I think she said Barstow, California. And Barry, all of a sudden, to the whole room, said, I had a terrible trip on Delta 8 in that town one time, I'll tell you that.
Wait a minute. When you started that sentence, I thought you were going to say Delta Airlines.
Delta 8, of course, is the synthetic marijuana. And he goes,
That's barely legal?
yes. And he goes, I was high on Delta 8 driving through Barstow. Well, you could have heard a pin drop. I mean, and I give it like a little, and he goes, I was driving a rental car just sky high on Delta 8.
Do you try to give him the throat slash gesture?
Stop. I mean, there are a lot of women in spandex going like 20-somethings going like, who's this guy?
I was driving a Saturn. Easy. Okay, if everyone could get to their rowers.
Barry said, my son was only 20 years old. He was in the passenger seat. I pulled over and said, you've got to drive. I can't see. And
one of you has to drive. There's only one of us.
You're both under 25, so it's illegal.
It's illegal.
It's just me.
And Barry said, I don't care how illegal it is. You've got to drive me. So they drove to a McDonald's parking lot. And he goes, by the time we got to the McDonald's, I was so out of it. I couldn't even see the golden arches. They pulled in there, and they tried to fix it with 2 quarter-pounders. He goes, I almost died right there in that McDonald's in your hometown of Barstow. And no one could say a word. I mean, what could you say? So later, Barry texted me and said, do you think I went too far? And I said, yes.
Touch too far.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You can say, like, hey, I've been to Barstow.
Right. Yeah. I stopped at a McDonald's in Barstow
I traveled
once.
through there once.
Yes.
They have a McDonald's.
The whole Delta 8 thing, I said, you can't. I don't think. It was mixed company. We don't know everybody. We don't know everybody.
Yeah.
And
I ate 2 quarter-pounders, and then I was on the roof.
They talked me down with a shake.
All right, so if everyone could just stretch their left arm across their body, we're going to go ahead and get started.
People started to back away from him, And like, all right, okay. And then luckily, the workout was starting at that point.
Yeah.